Welcome to the Inspire Collective podcast, where our goal is to inspire Christian men and women in the marketplace with all they need to positively influence those around them for God's kingdom. My name is Chris Bowen, and today we're tuning in to Sam Chan's segment on the Inspire Activation Challenge, a 7-week challenge created to activate individuals in key areas of their life. In today's segment, Sam Chan will help listeners activate their inner potential. So let's get started. Dr. Chan, it is a pleasure and an honor to have you here tonight on the Inspire Activation Challenge, week number 5.
Thank you, Dr. Chris Bowen. Wow, I love my Inspire family. You know why I love the Inspire family? Because I know something about you already. Not only are you inspired, but you like inspiring others.
Yes.
I love my Inspire family because you're not about the past, you're about the future. I love my Inspire family because you're always thinking about new ways to do things, entrepreneurial, innovative thinking. I love my Inspire family because you're not satisfied with the status quo. You want to go higher, larger, bigger, wider, deeper. So I just, Dr. Bowen, I just love the Inspire family.
Well, thank you, Dr. Chan, and thank you for being one of the co-founders that have really launched this thing out to make people successful and have inspired already so many people. And again, seeing the magazine that is out, you guys have done 5-star truly with that. This is one of the most quality magazines I have ever seen or read. It is fantastic. So we see behind you there Now and Next. And so we're looking forward to that. So Dr. Chan, we look forward to hearing your teaching tonight.
Well, I look forward to sharing a few things with you as well. So when I got invited to be part of the evening tonight, and those who will be watching this on demand, I started thinking about how can I speak right into the heart of the Inspire family. I've already described to you because who you are amazing leaders. You are leaders of leaders. You're influencers of influencers. You're entrepreneurial. You're innovative. You are creative. You're solution oriented. You're future oriented. You are trying to take new ground every day. You wake up in the morning and all excited about it. Everybody else can say, oh no, it's Monday. You get out of bed saying, thank God it's Monday. It's not thank God it's Friday. Thank God it's Monday. I get to make an impact. You are about now and next. So when you think about now and next, I want to share with you on three major issues this day: perspective, posture, and pursuit. Perspective, posture, pursuit. Now, these are my PowerPoints. I've got 2 more of these. So I'm going to unpack these 3 things for you. Perspective is how you think about something. Posture is how you organize yourself. And pursuit is how you act toward it. Think, organize, act. Perspective, posture, pursuit. What I'm going to do very quickly is give you 5 points under perspective, 5 points under posture, and 5 points under pursuit. 5 points to think about. And then I want to conclude with you by giving you a challenge as to where you are and where you can be. Let's talk about the 5 things under perspective, how you think about something. Number 1 is how you think about people and leaders. If people are an interruption, if people are an aggravation, if people are an annoyance, then your leadership is already stilted and stunted. But if your perspective is that you have people to take you to where you are going. So we've talked about the Inspire Journal, Inspire Collective. You know, none of that would happen had been not for the vision of Pastor Mike Kai, the vision of CEO Martijn van Tilburg, the vision of Dr. Chris Bowen, the vision of Allison van Tilburg, the vision of Zach and Scott. I mean, there are so many people who are involved behind the scenes who make this vision happen. So I stand here talking to you right now, not because what I have, but what I have will not go any more beyond this camera right now had it not been for the people, and how you perceive those people as leaders. So people always want to know, are leaders born, are leaders made? My sarcastic answer is, my tongue-in-cheek answer is, I've never seen an unborn leader. Every leader I've seen was born. But I also know leaders are made. Because in all of us, there's enough capacity to go forward as a leader. The second thing I want you to think about under perspective is yourself, how you think of yourself. Not what others have said about you, not what your history has informed you, but what you think about yourself. Because you see, at an Inspire Collective, it is our singular ambition to let you know you are all that. You can do it. You can overcome. You can make it happen. You are successful and you can be more successful. You are a leader of leaders, because how you think about yourself makes all the difference. The third thing is opportunities. Opportunities. How you think about opportunities. You see, even in the last 14, 15 months, our worlds have been filled with opportunities. One of my business friends, who's in the business of making signage, told me this was the most productive and profitable business year for him. He made more in his business in the first 3 months than he has done in years before. Why? Because he saw opportunities. So you see those signs on the floor which says 6 feet apart, signs on the door which say wear masks. How about mask makers? Opportunities. You see, every problem gets monetized. Every problem gets monetized. So everything that you wear, everything that you eat, everything that you live in, the car that you drive, at one time, all of those being able to get from one place to the other, all of those became a problem. I mean, I'm coming to you right now, at least at my end of it, I'm on Zoom. Few people knew about Zoom. I have been on Zoom for years, but not the world is on Zoom, because every problem has an opportunity inside of it. So many people just look at the problem, they want to blame others, but you at Inspire, you are not about that. You see opportunities to help others, opportunities to monetize, opportunities to grow, and opportunities to serve. Number 4 is your perspective and how you think about resources. Resources, when I say resources, people say immediately they start thinking about money. Money is the least of your resources. Your resources are your time. Your resources are your attention. Your resources are your people. Your resources are the visionaries around you. Your resources, if you have those resources, money will come with that. But a lot of times people start going for resources in the perspective and they start thinking, I got to raise the money. Money will come. But money will come when you pay attention to have a perspective that are the intangibles and the tangibles that come and become part of the resources. And number 5 is how you perceive your perspective, how you think about your future. How you think about your future. Your future is brilliant. Your future is bright. Your future is magnificent. Your future is going to be glorious. But your future will be that because you have that perspective as to how you think about your future. You know, there's some and nothing's going to happen in the life. You know why? Because they have a downward spiral vortex of what their future might look like. I want to say to you, your future is wonderful. Your future is brilliant. But it has to be because you have that perspective, and that's how you think about it. The next word is posture, how you organize yourself. 5 quick things under that. Number 1 is your systems and structures. Your systems and structures. we hear, so that's number 1 and 2. We hear a lot. I'm going to come back to that page. We hear a lot about systems and structures. So let me just take a moment and help you understand what a system, what a structure is. So if I was to come to your organization, you will show me something like this. We call this an organizational chart, a flow chart, a flow diagram. One drawing like this with no names in it, just the system. It could be marketing, it could be business, it could be financing, it could be research and development. Whatever that system is, without names is a system. But once you start putting names in it, it becomes a structure. No names, it is a system. With names, it becomes a structure. Now, it's an important thing to understand because most people end up in your staff meeting. If I was to come to your staff meeting, your business or your church, my guess is that we'll end up talking about, Mary is not doing this and Joe is doing wonderful over here and Mike does not need to be over here. Mike needs to be over here and this person needs to be over here. We end up talking about structures, but the real issue is the system. You get the system right and then you'll be able to get the people right. So back to our posture, our organizing. So number 1 is system. Number 2 is structure. Number 3 is meetings. I don't understand how businesses and churches spend so much time in meeting and get so little done. I have discovered that after all is said and done, more is said than done. You know what heaven will be? Heaven will be no meetings. You know what hell will be? Non-stop meetings. So we have learned have meetings when you need to have meetings. I know a lot of places have that. We have a Tuesday morning 10 o'clock meeting. I get that because if you have a large organization, you've got to have some organization behind the organization. But if you don't have anything of significance to discuss, don't waste people's time because meetings cost money. Meetings cost actual money. When you have people together, you're taking them away from whatever productive work that they were doing. So if there are 10 people in a meeting, whatever you pay those 10 people, you prorate that by each hour, and half hour before the meeting, they're getting ready. Half hour after the meeting, they're still at the water fountain. So if it's an hour-long meeting, actually it's a 2-hour meeting, and you are taking people away from their desks or their cubicles or their homes, wherever they're at for that amount. So every meeting gets monetized. There is actual monetary value attached to that. So how are you posturing yourself an organization? Who needs to be in that meeting is an important issue. How often should we meet is an important issue. What happens after the meeting is an important issue. How people come prepared to the meeting is an important issue. I'm talking about posture, systems, structures, meetings. Number 4 is decision making. Decision making. How you make decisions. Who is making decisions? When decisions are made, how is that decision communicated? How is it rolled out? Who all are part of giving information into the decision making? Once a decision is made, is everybody behind it, or somebody leaving the meeting saying, I wasn't sure about that, but there nobody ever listens to me? Decision making. One of the highest use of leader is to make decisions. Make wise decisions, informed decisions, futuring decisions, but your posture in your organization is to make decisions. And number 5 is emerging leaders. How are you organized to accept, welcome, embrace emerging leaders? Because if you're not careful, your former leaders, your present leaders, your older leaders. By old, I'm not talking about being old like me, but not chronologically, but those who have been there, seasoned, tenured leaders, have a propensity to kind of be dismissive about their new emerging leaders. I want you to roll the tape for your own lives. We were all emerging at one time. I'm still an emerging leader. I'm not an arrived leader. I don't know it all. I know very little. But I'm here to say to you, I'm still emerging, because if I don't see myself as emerging, I'll see myself either as plateauing or have arrived. And neither one of them is going to help me in my leadership. Perspective, posture, pursuit, how we act. 5 things under that real quickly. Number 1, how we act. Number 1, development. What is your development plan for yourself and for the leaders around you? How do you develop yourself and develop others? Development is different from training. Training is focused on a person, on a task, For training is focused on what somebody does, but development is about the person. Now, let me make a point over there. Every one of you knows somebody who can get the job done. They get it done on time. You don't have to chase after them. You don't have to remind them. They come under budget on time. But in the process of doing that, they run over people. They insult people. They disrespect people. They don't appreciate people. Why? Because they are not developed. Because a developed leader is somebody who can de-escalate conflict, who can resolve conflict. A leader who is developed has people skills. A leader that is developed does not want to take credit themselves. They're always giving credit away. A leader that is developed understands that they're part of a big picture. Sun does not revolve around them. A leader that is developed is a humble leader saying, I didn't come here by myself. Others have brought me to the table. Development. Number 2 is programming. Pursuit, programming. Programming is, every program has to meet a need. So the question is the need still there? How important is the need? Have the people who are involved in the need shifted? Is the need shifting? So your programming cannot be the same all the time. Number 3 is in your actions, what you stop. What you stop. There are many things that used to be effective in your organization that are not effective anymore. And everybody knows what's not effective. Everybody knows what's not effective. And when you as a leader do not pull the plug on that which is not effective, you are seen as ineffective or out of touch with what is around them. Number 4 is what do you stop? What do you start? So the pursuit of action is, what do I need to start to where we are? So Inspire, that journal that Dr. Chris Bowen, our wonderful host, was holding up a little while ago. You know what that is? That is a call to action, and that is saying we need to start something. We will start, and hence you are part of the Inspire Collective all over the world. You need to know something about the Inspire Collective. Inspire Collective is on every continent. Did you know that? It is on every continent, and soon to be in more and more and more and more countries. You know why? Because something is getting started. Pastor Mike Kai wanted to start something. CEO Martijn van Tilburg wanted to start something. They invited me to be part of their team because we wanted to start something. And because we started something, here we are, part of the Inspire Collective family. And number 5 under pursuit is evaluating your effectiveness. Very few organizations have an actual evaluation process. An evaluation process which really wants to know 2 things. What's working and why not? And what is not working and why not? I want to share with you just another minute on what's working. So when I go into meetings, we end up problem solving. If you are a church pastor, you have a meeting on Monday, Tuesday, you debrief from your weekend, and guess what you're talking about? What did not go well? Oh, yeah, I know. You spent the first 5-7 minutes talking about how wonderful that this was. But the next 55 minutes are going to be on what did not go well. I'm going to suggest to you, reverse that. Go into that meeting talking about what did we do good, and let's do an autopsy on our success. Why were we successful? What were the moving parts? How can we be more successful? How can we leverage the lessons we have learned? Because you see, when you lean into success, remember perspective, when you lean into success, you become successful yourself. You lean into failure. Guess where that train is going? So with that in mind, I'm going to conclude my time with you by saying to you, you are in one of these three places. You are here, or you're in your history, or you're moving towards your horizons. By the way, do you all love my PowerPoints? I love these PowerPoints. So here we are. You are here. What do you hear? Over here, you can retreat to your default setting, to the familiar. History, you can go over here and you can say, this is how we've always done it. This is where we are in life. Here are our default settings. So here you can only maintain and do a few tweaks. Here you will retreat. But everybody who's part of the Inspire Collective family has horizons. Because in horizons you learn and grow. In horizons you are enterprising. In horizons you are leading. In horizons you are looking to the future. So my question is, are you organized? Are you organized in your perspective, in your posture, and your pursuit to go to your horizons? Is your memory greater than your future? Because you see, if your history is greater than your vision, you're not going to go forward. And tonight, I want to say to you, your horizon is wonderful, but here's what you need to know about horizons. Someone said like this, it's not original with me. Someone said like this, we all stand under the same sky, but everyone's horizons are different. What do we want to do at the Inspire Collective family reunion we're having right now? We want to push your horizons so you can see farther, faster, and before anybody else. So Dr. Chris Bowen, I think I've occupied all the time that you've allotted me. You all don't pay overtime. So I think I need to stop right now, throw the ball back at you, and let's chit chat for a minute.
Man, you have given us so much information, Dr. Chan. Amazing. And again, you just help so many people succeed. And I want to reminisce back, 40 years ago, when I was a young boy, 15 years old, when you walked in my life, and you and of course your wonderful wife have always helped us succeed. We always look at you as a mentor, my wife's pastor, and then of course, as we move through the years and just watch each other's ministry grow, just phenomenal. I'm mesmerized by every time that you speak. And of course, you give us three great things to look at: perspective, posture, and pursuit. I particularly was in love with the part about just having a meeting to have a meeting. And so that's very inspiring to us. So thank you for tonight. This has been great. And I think that's all what Inspire Activation is doing. We hope this conversation with Sam Chan has left you feeling both motivated and inspired. For more content, you can sign up for the Inspire Collective magazine and get your first year subscription absolutely free. For more on this offer, visit us at inspirecollective.com. Thank you for tuning in, and see you next week for the Inspire Collective podcast.